So whether it is your first time here or, 100th time you lost count, welcome to the neighborhood. I actually like to get a temperature check. If it's your first time here in Historic Filipinotown, please raise your hand. Welcome, welcome! Welcome, welcome, welcome! Awesome! As we continue to build, we continue to grow. And also, it's very special because we also have the lovely jeepney that is outside, provided to you by Filipino Workers Centers, where our base is at. This is our community center. And, lovely events that we have coming up as well. And so, before we get into that, I want to acknowledge the land that we are on. So to acknowledge that we are here on stolen land. So we acknowledge our presence in the traditional ancestral land of the Gabrielino Tongva peoples. This land remains unceded territory. We acknowledge the painful history of genocide and forced removal from this territory. And Sunday Jump, us here as a community, honor and respect the Gabrielino Tongva ancestors and their connection to this land. And as we pay homage, as we honor this land, we also are here in celebration, right, of Historic Filipinotown and being mindful of how we take up space, right? Not just saying like, oh, we're here, we're now, right? Let's be mindful of the history and also not to perpetuate those practices moving forward and altogether have a safe space. Can we agree on that? Yeah. Hell yeah. And so our theme for Hi-Fi, and I really like the vibe here by DJ One, I feel like I'm in a jazz kind of a cafe, right? Yeah, hey, right? Totally. Travelers Cafe, Travelers Cafe.
It sounded like at that time.
Yes, 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 and we'll talk about that history for sure. Travelers, I'll mention now. Travelers Cafe was where Carlos Bolosan, an American novelist and poet, used to frequent and used to socialize and write his poetry. And there's connection between Travelers Cafe, which was in downtown LA, and then the connection to Tribal Cafe, which is right here in Temple Street. So in all the ways we are connected throughout history. And so with that said, with history and then now, so Hi-Fi is now. And because of the community being as vibrant and diverse as ever, this is your invitation to be a part of our neighborhood's history today. And so we have a full open mic list. That's why I took a little bit of time, had to randomize it. I'll let y'all know who gets on the mic first. But first off, want to acknowledge our featured artists. So we have none other than a multidisciplinary artist, an author, a mother, huge inspiration to this space. Please give it up for Ariana Lady Bosco. And we also have here a historian, an organizer. I believe he is on his way, is Gerald Gubatan. So give it up for Gerald Gubatan. And I see some folks are eating, so good. Yeah, please support local because we have none other than Tita Lina's. They're right here in Historic Filipinotown, so if you want a taste of the neighborhood, it's right there. And we also have our resident merch vendor. Our first time ever having a merchandise vendor. We have none other than Building Press Co. with live art, with artwork on the wall. We have clothes, we have jewelry. Feel free to upgrade and elevate your style with Building Press Co. Let's go. And we also have here Community Spotlight, community organization for the LGBTQ plus community, our queer community, the Latino Equality Alliance. All right. And originally we had Kanaya that was confirmed for today. Unfortunately, life happens, right? And so we had to shift around, but luckily for us as organizers, artists, we are also vendors and everything else in between. And so helping out with stagehands and is also our dessert vendor. Please give it up for Serena of Ube for you, babe. All right, cool. So with that, with timekeeping, if you need to check on time, please look to Serena right over here. All right, cool, awesome. Don't take it out on any of the performers that are overtime or anything like that. Like giving them less food or anything like that, right? Let's keep it neutral. Okay, all right, awesome. Okay, but performers, please be mindful of time. Very much appreciate it. All right, and so here at Sunday Gym, we have 2 community guidelines. It's right behind me as well. So the first one is express, not impress. So we're not about the snaps and claps. We're about sharing the love of your art. And the second one is free speech, not hate speech. So we're not about putting each other down, we're about uplifting our community. All right? So if you hear a line that you like or relate with, everyone snap your fingers. Snap, snap, snap. Give it that energy for the performers that grace this stage right here. You could also give a just like that. And I love that as you are doing and like eating, you're like, yeah. So very good, very good, very good. All in there. We are also streaming live, so you have any folks who are on the way or maybe they are sick, then they can tune in online. We have our camera that's set up. We have all the cameras here set up so they could follow and be there on Twitch and YouTube at SundayJump.com.